Check out FlipsideGaming.com for all your gaming needs. Use the promo code HEROES to save 10% on all orders over $10 and support the channel at the same time. Hey there, this is John from Heroes and Legends, and Wizards of the Coast announced a new product today that's coming out this fall. It's called the Spellslinger Starter Kit. Obviously, it is intended for new players. My assumption will be you'll find these in big box stores as well as LGSs. Usually they try to cast a wide net with these products to get as many people involved as possible who maybe have never played the game before. So we're going to take a look at all of the contents that we know of at this point. This is the second video today. I don't want to take up a whole lot of time, so I'll just simply say if you check out the description below, you'll find a few ways to help support our channel. That's always appreciated. But with that out of the way, let's get into it. Here's what the product's going to look like. It comes out October 5th with a retail price of $14.99. It will include two 60-card decks, as well as two spin-down die, as you see there in the photograph. You're going to find copies of these double-sided cards inside. Now, the first side tells you not to shuffle, and this is something they've done in the past with this type of product. Your first playthrough, they recommend that you play with the cards in order that they come because they try to set them up in an order that's going to help teach you the game. On the other side, I thought this was cool. You get the list of the turn steps, always helpful for new players. We'll begin with a red-white deck. A few things I want to point out. If you're familiar with welcome decks and some of the cards from Planeswalker decks, you'll see a lot of familiar things here. Also, when looking at the article, it appears that these cards will not have a new set symbol or anything like that. They're just going to be additional copies of cards that have already been in print. The last thing to point out is there's 3 cards in this deck and 2 in the next deck that actually are from Guilds of Ravnica, so we don't know what those cards are yet. They haven't revealed them at this time, so just keep that in mind as we go through. We'll begin with creatures. You get 2 copies of Exultant Sky Marcher, a copy of Inspiring Captain. Now, this is the only card that they revealed that is not standard legal, so my assumption is this is going to get a reprint in Guilds of Ravnica. 3 copies of Knight of New Benalia, 2 copies of Rustwing Falcon, 1 copy of Sarah's Guardian, which is one of the marquee cards on the package, 1 copy of Silverbeak Griffin, Sun Sentinel, 2 copies. Now, the Magic 2019 version of this card previously was only found in those welcome decks, and this card actually started to gain a little value because a lot of people perceived that as a rarity. So now more copies will be entering the marketplace if you were looking to get one. A copy of Burning Sun's Avatar, 2 copies of Charging Monstrosaur, copy of Demanding Dragon, pretty good card, this has seen standard play, copy of Frenzied Raptor, copy of Goblin Motivator, copy of Hostile Minotaur, 2 copies of Pyromantic Pilgrim, a copy of Shivan Dragon, 2 Sky Terror, and let's move to the instance, 2 copies of Inspired Charge, 1 copy of Moment of Triumph, 2 copies of Dual Shot, 2 copies of Lightning Strike, 1 enchantment, but you get 2 copies of it, Luminous Bonds. And for lands, you're going to get 4 copies of Stone Quarry, 10 plains, and 10 mountains. And like I mentioned, 3 cards from Guilds of Ravnica. We don't know what those are yet. Okay, let's move on to the black-green deck. With the creatures, you're going to get a copy of Gravewaker, copy of Ravenous Chupacabra, 2 copies of Vampire Sovereign, a copy of Walking Corpse, copy of Bristling Boar, 2 copies of Centaur Courser, 3 Colossal Dreadmaw, because you can't play Magic without Colossal Dreadmaw, right? 1 Galta Primal Hunger, another really solid card, seen a lot of standard play, some commander play too. 2 copies of Grazing Whiptail, a copy of Greenwood Sentinel, 3 copies of Llanowar Elves. So the Magic 2019 version of this card really got hot for a while. It's come down a lot since that happened. But this was one of those cards that you can only find in the welcome deck as well. Now I kind of wonder if they're going to correct the error here and put the line between the flavor text and the rules text, because that was missing in the Magic 2019 welcome deck version, which a lot of people gravitated to the card just because of the anomaly there too. I don't really think they're going to change it. I feel like they're not going to take the time to do it, that this will be an identical copy, but we'll see, I suppose. If they do change it, it could mean that one or the other, depending on rarity, could go up in price again. Strong card here, Rapalaka Worm, you get 1 copy. 2 copies of another classic card, Reclamation Sage. Sees play in a lot of formats, actually. 2 copies of Ursine Champion. A copy of Verdant Sun's Avatar. A copy of Vigilant Baloth. And 1 copy of Jungle Creeper. Sorceries. 2 Impales. And a copy of Declare Dominance. Instants. 2 Moment of Craving. 2 Titanic Growth. And 1 enchantment. 1 copy of Prodigious Growth. And for lands, 4 copies of Foul Orchard, 10 swamps, 10 forests. And of course, there's 2 mystery cards from Guilds of Ravnica that we do not know what they are right now. So I'll say this quickly, this second deck feels more powerful to me. The Llanowar Elves, the speed you along into some big removal spells, as a matter of fact, that you find here. Just feels like the other deck's a little outclassed. Now, we don't know what the Guilds of Ravnica cards are. Maybe the 3 that are in the other deck are some incredible removal spells or something like that. So it's hard to say. But at least from what we know right now, they feel a little off balance to me. Again, this is just eyeballing it. I haven't sat down and played with these, obviously. Maybe they're just fine. And whatever the mystery cards are, they could make a difference. All right, with that being said, that's a look at this new product. I know a lot of players that watch the channel probably aren't super new to Magic, but I do always find these type of things interesting because I want to see how Wizards is attempting to bring new people in, as well as what cards they're going to add more inventory of out there. And there's a couple that definitely do have an impact for people that follow the market. So until next time, thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe and have a great day. Hey, thanks for watching. This video is made possible by the generous support of viewers like you on Patreon. Check out the description below for links to our Patreon page as well as our Amazon affiliate store, where a small percentage of all sales will also help support the channel. Finally, if you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any new videos on Heroes and Legends. Talk to you again soon, and have a great day.